Hey, Rasmanites. Well, I've decided to make another small change. Not a big one, but a small one. Instead of calling it the week that was in sports for these weekly sports episodes, because I didn't really like that name. And I think it limits you to the date that you do it in, because there's stuff that breaks before Tuesday, before I do these, or there's stuff from the previous week that I want to talk about, obviously, as well. So, what we're going to call these weekly sports installments is just the sports edition of the Razman's Reality for whatever date it is. So, the date today, and then the Razman's Reality Sports Edition. So, let's talk about the happenings in sports leading up to today's date. This very Tuesday on the Razman's Reality. Okay, so Jimmy Johnson makes it official. He is now officially a 4-time in a row NASCAR Sprint Cup champion. And like I said, if you think about the history of NASCAR, no matter what it was called, whether it was the Grand National Series, the Winston Cup Series, the Nextel Cup Series, or now the Sprint Cup Series, nobody in the history of the main level of NASCAR has ever won 4 championships back to back to back to back. So this is a huge accomplishment, and it puts Jimmy Johnson, as I said last week, it puts him right there at that elite level of drivers. So huge kudos to Jimmy Johnson for a huge accomplishment, and one that for some reason is getting passed over, because there's some people out there who still don't credit NASCAR as a real sport. I hate to tell you this, but look at the ratings. And NASCAR is the number 2 sport now, behind the NFL and college football as far as ratings goes. It's no longer baseball. Baseball is 3rd to NASCAR, so you better accept it, because NASCAR isn't going anywhere, and the accomplishments of these guys need to be recognized. So big ups to Jimmy Johnson on the 4 championships. The Bengals, of course, losing to the Raiders this past Sunday. I'm not going to go too much into it. Don't ask me what happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know if the Bengals counted too much on Cedric Benson and had a mentality of we don't know if Chris Johnson can carry the load. But then, they did bring in Larry Johnson, and they only used him for a series, so I don't know what happened. It was just one of those fluke things. The Bengals continue to be cursed by the Black Hole. They've never won in the Oakland Coliseum, or any inclination of Oakland they play, or any inclination of the Raiders, for that matter. They've never won against the Raiders now for 9 trips in a row when they go out to California. So they're just cursed by that place, apparently. But, 6-3, still a great record, still some season to go. The Bengals are going to get a playoff spot, and I think they're going to win the AFC North still, because they do own that tiebreaker with 2 wins against the Ravens and the Steelers, and most likely coming up 2 wins against the Browns. So I'm not panicked by that one loss. Am I disgusted by it? Yes, because it shouldn't have happened, but I'm not going to panic over it. So, yeah, there's that. On the college side of things, the Buckeyes succeed in winning the outright Big Ten championship by beating Michigan. So they'll head to the Rose Bowl, barring a miracle of all of the undefeated teams getting 2 losses. And obviously that's not likely to happen. So Rose Bowl bound for the Buckeyes. And really that's all there is this week. Kind of a slow week for sports, nothing major to really talk about. So I'll see you guys next week. This is reality according to the Razman. And Razman style. It's not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.